All right, it's been a while. Sorry, there was a lot of construction in my house and it was impossible to record. If there's some construction noise today, I'm very sorry. It's not completely done yet, but it's almost done. So I also have to get back into the project a little bit because I on purpose didn't record anything and also didn't do anything in the background because I just wanted to do the whole process in public. So I did actually do one thing. I asked my assistant to start uploading some content for the location pages, which he did. The only issue is that we had a issue with uploading the images. Like it would create a temporarily link, but it wouldn't store it in Supabase. So I solved this morning, and now we just need to re-upload the images. Then we also, my partner Grace also has a lot of content already, so I just need to store it in the database. The issue that I run into, and also with my other projects, so I think right now I'm just gonna solve this today, and then the next episode I will have some listings extra, and then we can start testing the platform and set up the Google Search Console, Google Analytics, do the basic SEO, and all the good stuff. So the application from the admin dashboard perspective is quite slow. Also the front end. Now what I realized with my other project, EOR Overview, which is a directory for EOR companies, is that Supabase was doing many strange requests or iterate over every single row to check if an admin is logged in. Now I checked this for my project as well. So how you can see this, it's actually really nice. Supabase gives you insights on your database. So if you go to the performance and you just open the performance editor, let me make this bigger for you guys. You can see the warnings. So basically here, if you click on it, it's the table public cuisine types, has a row level security policy. So basically what this is, if I explain this properly, if you have tables in your database that need authentication, let's say if you want to insert data in the database, you need admin role to check. You check if the user is logged in with admin role, and then that user can manipulate the database, because you don't want random users to store data or change data in your database. So apparently this is not properly optimized. So now every time I want to make a change, it's checking every single column in the database. So we're gonna resolve this today. I realized that with Cursor and Supabase MCP, this is very easy. The only issue what I had with my different project is that I didn't define properly how my authentication happens. So I think in our project, let's first get into the episode. I will prepare the screens and then we get into the episode. So again, sorry for the delays. I will finish the 60 days episodes and I will just continue building this in public anyway, even after the 60 days, because I think we can do some really nice stuff. I had some really good ideas. And also I think my other project, EOR Overview, I'm gonna start doing some stuff in public because I just built my own CRM. So maybe I just want to make a video on how to make your own CRM. Like I posted this on X and there was quite some interest. So maybe that's a good video. And then also I think that project is very interesting related to SEO, content, marketing, sales automations. So if you have any questions about this, please let me know in the comments, and then let's get into the episode. Okay, so what you want to be looking for, probably if you manage your own project, I knew how my authentication happened with my other project. It's just that I didn't verify this with Cursor. So I think in our database, if you go to database and tables, there is a profiles table and there's a role. So let's open this. So we have me as an admin. So basically what I want to do here is you go back to, let's open it in a new tab, Supabase, then the performance tab, and you open this. Then go to warnings. And what you can do is you can just copy as Markdown, go to Cursor and say, I feel my application is running quite slow. In Supabase, I saw those optimizations needed. For authentication, we use our profiles table and we check if the user is an admin via the column. What was it again? Role. Please verify this with Supabase MCP. Then please help me optimize the database so the performance will increase. After, please do it step by step. After, no, I'm not even gonna say it. So basically what I want is to, after that, check the rest of the application if we are doing something wrong with queries or like if we can optimize other stuff. But let's just do it step by step. So here you would just click through. Basically now it's just using the MCP to check your database. And then the RLS policies. Also, make sure you test everything after properly. Or if you have a huge project, please consult someone that is experienced with this. Like, I think it's better if you have a huge project that's already generating revenue to just have someone do this for you. Because now it's just making changes to the database and to the policies, but you're not sure if it's the right thing. So I just want you to know this is maybe a quick fix for me, but it could also just populate many new issues. So please, if you have a project that's currently generating revenue or has like a huge database, don't just blindly trust AI. Like, probably it can mess up your whole database, and I don't want to be the one responsible for that. I'm gonna let this run for a second and then we can revise together. Okay, so it actually did a lot. Let me make this bigger for you guys. So step 1 is to fix the authentication RLS issues that I explained. Then the second one I don't even know. Then the third one is duplicate indexes. And then step 4, it added indexes for better performance. So what I think this is, and I'm gonna look this up and probably explain it in the next episode, is that let's say we have the listings, and then in every page, let me show you here. So we would have stays. So in the stays page, this is what I mean with it loading very slow. We pull different information, right? So we have the image, we have the intro text, we have the name of the property, we have the experience, we have all this information. And basically every time we need to pull this information, it's making a request to the database. So I think what you can do is combine this data. So let's say we reuse the same data over different places. We can say like, okay, hey, this query consists of all those tables. And then we only request that specific function, and then it will send all the information. I'm not 100% sure, but I think that's called an index. Database function for admin check, create additional helper functions, verified optimizations, create a performance summary. Then what it's saying, the auth UID and auth role are being re-evaluated for each row, solution, multiple permissive. Yeah, so basically now we're having 90% reduction in authentication function calls, duplicate index, fixed one warning, strategic performance indexes, profiles role, listings created by, listing status, database function optimization, query perform 50 to 8% faster for admin operations, 9% reduction out function re-evaluation. Okay, I think there's still a few left, so we're gonna check again. What we're gonna do is refresh. Yeah, so we're gonna copy those and say, looks all good. Please also resolve those. make size changes. And then later what we need to check, so if we're in the admin dashboard, if I go to a stay, this is what I had with my different project. I think we need to rebuild the project for it to speed up. My other project issue is that I couldn't see listings anymore. Oh, this is the wrong details. Okay, so we still can access all the data and change. So that's all good. Just the loading speed is very slow. Or maybe it's just a small server. Like I picked one of the smaller servers just because it was a test project. I will have a look into this. So let's finish this first. Okay, now we have 0 warnings. And then we have unused index. So I think those index we'll use later. Okay, so it's all good. And then I think in the next, maybe not in the next episode, but because we need to define per page what kind of index we can use. And then, what is this? Also security we still need to do. Okay, final document. Okay, then I want to ask, then the front end and admin dashboard itself feel very slow. Can you check the code base and figure out if I am missing something? Why it's all functioning this slow? Don't make any changes, just make analysis. Because I also want to figure out if it's the server or I think it should be fine. Because it used to be fast, but now when after, I don't know how long it's been, 2 or 3 weeks, start working on it again. Just making 4 parallel convert overload. Wait, there's 2 admin folders. Dashboard, admin. What is the dashboard one? I think that's the one for the user later. Okay, so it came with all those optimizations. So what I'm gonna ask it is, please create a .md file with specific instructions and step-by-step plan for those optimizations and prioritization. That's not spelled correctly, but it's fine. Store it in the project guidelines folder. So we can tackle all those issues tomorrow. So what I'm gonna do, I think tomorrow we're just gonna do a full optimization video, like fix all those issues. Then in the meantime, my VA can re-upload the images, so we have an overview on how that looks. And then maybe also I can upload a few listings today, but I think that will be tomorrow. Like I have the imagery, I just need the content as well. Like we could definitely put some placeholders, but maybe it's better to just do it properly. Okay, so it made a complete file with optimizations, and we are going to implement this tomorrow. So thank you guys so much for watching. Again, sorry for the delays. Maybe it's not gonna be, what I'm gonna do is Monday to Friday recording. Like in the weekends, like I'm too busy. Like we're also starting a new project and I need the weekends to work on this. So Monday to Friday, hopefully if there's no construction, I can just finish it until the end of the 60 days. If not, I'll finish the 60 days anyway. So there might be some delays. So apologies. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my content, please subscribe, like all the good stuff. And then I see you guys in the next episode.